Hey everyone, this is Jeremy Osterberger. We're here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum hosted by the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region, and a handful of times Ric Campo, who is a chairman of Port Houston, has joined us and Vic Magazine on for an interview. So Ric, thanks once again for hanging out with us.
Glad to be here.
Well, let's get right into it. Ric, you were just on stage giving an address, and let's talk about Project 11, the $161 million federal investment recently ensuring the completion of Project 11. What does this milestone mean for industry stakeholders and the project itself?
Well, any fully funded federal project is a very endangered species. Okay, so we're really excited about.
It's the spotted owl or spotted leopard.
There's no question. I mean, fully funded means fully funded,
awesome,
right?
yeah.
You can actually finish the job. And so what it means to the industry is that the upper part of the channel will be completed in the next few years. So the industry partnered with Port Houston to fully fund the Bay Reach part of the channel. And the Bay Reach part of the channel is one of the most important parts of the channel because that's where the ships can gain momentum and get out in and out quicker. So what fully funded means, and we've completed the Bay Reach part. It was completed in 2025. It's a 5-year program. That it was really a 15-year program that got done in 5. And so because industry paid. That's number one. Number two is that the way it impacts industry is that we have 2 hours of additional daylight time on both ends of the channel. And we all know that time means money. And at the end of the day, when you have a faster channel, so you can get through quicker and you don't have to wait, so there's no idling times, a major business advantage to be able to get in and get out as fast as you can.
And Ric, for some people that maybe don't really know all of Project 11, we're talking about the deepening and widening of the Houston Ship Channel. We started the project when?
So the project formally went through review in 2014.
Yes.
It got approved by the federal government in 2020. And the deepening we didn't deepen, we just widened. So we're deepening the upper parts of the channel. Right. So that other 161 million that goes for depth there.
Gotcha.
The channel was 530 feet wide, and we went to 700 feet.
Okay.
And so we just have more space because the ships are getting longer and wider.
Sure.
And it just allows us to get more ships in quicker, so it really helps in environmental attainments. Our NOx emissions from our ships we think it's going to go down 3 to 7% because they can get through quicker.
And completion date, I know there's some gray area there, but what do you give me an estimate at this point?
Well, so the Bay Reach is complete.
Yep.
So that took 5 years to build, 2020, 2025, and like I said, that's usually a 10 or 15 year project for the federal government. The upper parts of the channel should be done in the next 3 years.
Okay, great. Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Ric, let's get into some of the challenges that we're facing in Port Houston. I mean, it's just such a volume of activity. What do you expect over the next year? I don't know, what's been challenging this year, and what about next year? What are you seeing ahead?
Challenges are really just the uncertainty in the market. You have uncertainty regarding tariffs. You have uncertainty regarding economics, or is inflation going down, or what about jobs? All those kinds of things that make it hard to plan. Obviously, this year has been really interesting because the business is up big. It's up 5 or 6% over the last year, primarily because of people trying to front run tariffs.
Wow.
Right? If you get a product imported and you get it on the shelf, you don't have to pay a tariff once it leaves the port. When it hits the port, that's when the tariff happens. So we've had to improve our turn times and improve our efficiency to get those products out as fast as possible, because that's what our customers want, right? Wow. And so that uncertainty about what the economy is going to do, what tariffs are going to do, is really the biggest operational challenge that most shippers have and most people that are either exporting or importing products have here in Houston, for sure.
And Ric, I'll give you the chance real quick. Talk about the volume we're talking about in the ships. I don't think everyone really understands Port Houston and what we're really talking about, the economic impact, the volume of what's coming in and out.
Well, the volume is huge. So we have over 20,000 deep water ships that come in and out every year. And just to put that in perspective, if you take the 5 largest ports, Long Beach, LA, Savannah, New York, our ship traffic is more than those are combined. Okay, so we're the number one export region and the number one export state, primarily because of petrochemicals. And the channel traffic is roughly, it's about $1 trillion of economic economic activity in the U.S., and those are like 2022 numbers.
Incredible, yeah. Thank you for that update,
Sure.
Rick. So I want to talk about the program that y'all put together. You mentioned on stage. Help me out. It was
Anchors
in
in
Action.
Action.
Yeah. Sorry, talk
Anchors in
about
Action.
Anchors in Action, if you would. Sorry.
Well, when you think about the ship channel, it is a vibrant, and it's 52 miles long. There are 200 plus terminals around the ship channel, and there's communities that are all intertwined with that.
Sure.
And the communities, we have big impacts on those communities, whether it be noise or pollution or just activity and action. And so the industries are coming together. So our industry partners are coming together with Port Houston. We're leading the effort, and we're trying to put together we think we'll put together easily $50 million. We're trying to go to $100 million for community-based projects. Things like education, green spaces, health, things that are important to the communities, that help the communities, because the communities are our partners, and we're creating value for them, but we're also impacting them as well. So we need to make sure that we are giving back to the community, and that we are responsible stewards of the channel, and that's one way we're going to be doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, we know you're busy. We know you got to go. Again, thank you so much for being here at the Gulf Coast
Absolutely.
Industry Forum, and we appreciate you jumping on once again with BIC Magazine.
Thanks.